Welcome to a brand new episode of the Fittish Podcast. I'm Jenna.
I am Francisco.
We're feeling a little out of sorts right now because if you notice, we are recording the podcast, as I hope to do going forward, from our home.
New location, yes.
Office that is not quite decorated yet. And yes, I'm wearing a similar outfit to what I had on last week because I just can't right now. Our holiday parties have been...
We cannot keep track on the outfits right now.
You don't notice, but you're a guy, like, you wear the same outfit every day for the most part.
Pretty much. I'm actually going to start buying just the same shirt 7 times. And
Don't you do that already?
I have like 3, but now I need just to uniform the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of do that already. So we're a little bit out of sorts and I'm tired. I had another party. I hate parties. I hate planning parties. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at relaxing.
You're amazing.
I'm getting better at relaxing. I don't know why I get stressed out about it, but this one was nice. We had all of the Fittish. Your surprise party, for the record, was just the dry run.
Well, I figured that much.
It's just the dry run. But I had my Fittish staff over for a little holiday gathering here at the house. It's so funny. It was amazing. I really liked it. I liked the intimacy of it. I like getting to connect. I think everyone really enjoyed it. It's feels something more casual about like going to someone's house. Yeah. Even if you're dressed up, it just feels more relaxed. And so that's what I wanted. I was also thinking that it would be cheaper to have a party at my home, at our home, than it would be to take everyone out to a nice restaurant for dinner. And I don't think that that's the case. Interaction on point.
Yeah, I think you get to talk to everybody. It's not like you're sitting in a table where you're just stuck with the people that you sit next to it. I think you have the chance to mingle and talk. And
yeah, I agree. But my whole point that I was saying is that I thought it would be cheaper to have a party here. And like I got a little out of hand with it. I had a violinist.
I know, I saw. I was here the whole time.
Well, I'm also telling the Fittish audience. But thank you for playing along.
Yeah.
Violinist. And she's amazing, but that's not cheap. A bartender. He was awesome.
It was really good.
And actually pretty cheap. And then I had the taco truck. So, I started adding some details that table rentals, plate and glass rental.
Plates that we didn't use.
Yeah. Francisco was like, Jen, I put all the plates down by the taco truck. And I went down to the taco truck and there were plastic plates down there, which is exactly why I rented nice plates because I didn't want to use plastic plates at our formal holiday party. It's just
the Fittish people.
I know, but I was just trying to do something elevated
and I
think nice.
That those were really fancy plastic plates.
They were. But I think it went off successfully and no one stayed very late. I mean, we were here till like 11.
The thing is that the only people that could have stayed here very late, I think they're still damaged from last weekend.
We partied really hard for Francisco's birthday, so none of us were feeling very good to make it a late night.
No, we were still like a little like PTSDing about last Saturday.
I'm glad you made it to the party though.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you made it here in time.
I know,
so
right?
At some point since we last spoke, I'm speaking to our Fittish audience, Francisco had a last minute trip. You know how much I love those. Those make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside when he's like, hey, babe, I got to go out of town tomorrow morning. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. I flew your parents into town for your birthday. You're going to leave me here with your parents for 2 days. No, they're going to stay longer. They're not going to leave.
I planned everything around it. Like before
You planned everything around it in the 2 hours before you flew out?
No. Like it was like 12 hours. Like I was able to get you baby care. I was able to get you all squared with everything we needed. Details around the house that needed to be addressed. Fireplace running. And then I left. I didn't leave just like
abandoned?
Like abandoned parent.
Felt like it. This is the thing. Francisco thinks he's doing me this huge favor by leaving the in-laws in town, which, you know what, I can say this, but because he knows and they know, I absolutely love them. I'm very lucky when it comes to, a mother-in-law. I know not everyone fares so well when it comes to having in-laws. I mean, for instance, most of my friends, most people that I know hate their in-laws or one of them. And I love your family.
Yeah,
but I noticed this time around, like your mom's English wasn't nearly as good as it was the last time we were around.
Well, the thing
So-
that the last time she had 3 months to practice it nonstop.
yeah, because she was here for 2
Yeah,
months.
yeah, yeah.
No, it's just that it's tiring to have in-laws in town in a way because you feel like you need to entertain them. And I know that they're easy. They're kind of like my mom, but it's just a lot, it can be a lot. Now the childcare part of it's amazing, but I have moments where, I just like want to lay down at night and like not do anything. And I feel like I need to make dinner or I need to take them out to dinner or I need to do something. So I feel bad about it,
Well, you
Why are
know
you giving
that
me that look?
because you don't have to, and you know that they can they're very self-sufficient, and they also had a car.
You don't want to like shut the bedroom door and be like, night. Like one night I did it like 7 p.m. and I was
Yes,
like, I'm
why
tired
not?
And I felt bad just because they're here and we
Yeah,
haven't
but-
seen them in 6 months.
Yeah, yes, but
You're right. At least I was doing it better than you were. You abandoned them and went out of town.
I didn't
was still
abandon them.
here.
I prepped them for success. Take the car. I gave him my credit card just to fill the gas, not to go crazy shopping.
She went crazy shopping. Have you seen?
No, I didn't see.
She went crazy. She loves herself some Marshalls
Yeah, I know.
and TJ Maxx.
She
And
likes sales.
She comes home and like shows me everything that she got, which makes me so excited. Yeah, your mom loves Marshalls.
That's
Do
crazy.
y'all not have stores like that in Mexico?
No.
Nothing like that.
No, we don't have like stores where you can find stuff like she finds in Marshalls. I'm sure otherwise she would go crazy in Mexico like that.
She wanted the Marshalls bag. Like, and my mom was confused. And of course, they're getting into an argument where my mom tends to just say the same thing in English, but more loudly
And slowly.
like she's hard of hearing, not like she speaks a totally different language, which still just kills me inside. But my mom's like, they don't have logoed Marshalls bags. And I'm like, Mom, she doesn't want bags from the purse section. She wants the bags that they give you when you buy something and they put it in a bag. And my mom could not understand for the life of her that your mom wanted to go back to the store and get those bags because they're like good for groceries and they're good for just things, right? They're those thick kind of.
There is
plastic
something
bags.
to understand, and it's really like I'm gonna bring context into that situation. In Mexico, when you go to the grocery store, they don't give you plastic bags. Plastic bags are banned in Mexico because they're really bad for the environment.
Right.
So if you go to a grocery store, like let's say Walmart, without a plastic bag, you have to buy sacks to put your groceries.
But it's the same thing here. A lot of the stores charge you for a bag.
Which store charges you for a bag?
All the stores that are your faves. Whole Foods.
Doesn't charge you for a bag.
Yes,
They give you
do.
paper bags for free.
I thought, well, there's a lot of stores. Zara.
Zara gives you paper bags for free.
Lies. I cannot wait for people to prove you wrong right now. They ask if you want a bag.
Is Zara a grocery store?
I'm not.
Is
you
Zara
just
a
said
grocery store?
stores.
Grocery store.
Is Marshall's a grocery store?
No, but they buy those bags to be able to take
you are
them
so
groceries.
fucking wrong right now.
You see how she managed to get her
Because you're yelling
way?
at me saying nowhere here charges you for a bag, and you are about to be proven wrong by so
Sprouts
many people
doesn't
listening.
charge you for
I'm
a
sure
bag.
They do.
Of course not.
I'm sure they just ask you, do you want a bag, and you're not even paying attention, and they're
I
just
want
like
for
10 cents,
our
10
Texas
cents, 10 cents.
listeners
Mm-mm.
to tell us if any grocery store in Texas, specifically Dallas, charges for a bag. Maybe.
Everywhere in Austin does. I know that for
I
100%.
don't know Austin. I don't
You
shop
just
in
said
Austin.
Texas.
And I said, and
Oh,
then
see, I see.
I
So
narrow
you're-
it
you're
down.
you're narrowing
Then
it
I
down.
narrow it down to
You're-
Dallas.
See, these are the conversations we have. He is so certain that he's correct, yet I am 100%. I'm 100%
Oh,
certain that he's wrong.
yeah. You can find the facts that you want. It's like Googling something. You will find that odd case.
Find the
Like I'm
facts
pretty
that I
sure
want.
they like in East Dallas, there's this like grocery store that they sell you the shopping bags, but no Whole Foods, no Walmart, no Target. They all give you the bags for free, plastic or paper. In Mexico, none of the stores sell plastic bags or give you plastic bags for free. If you want a bag, you have to buy it. So that's why my mom buys shopping bags to give them to all of her friends and to help the environment.
Mythbusters. We're about to play Mythbusters right here.
Yeah.
You are so full of shit. No, I understand that you think that you're right. I do. I understand what that feels like. I know what it feels like to think that you
like
know.
the feeling you're having right now.
Oh no, I'm certain that a lot of stores charge for bags.
For sure.
Oh, I'm positive.
Yeah. In Thailand, I'm sure.
In Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, in Mexico, all of these stores. If you want to be right, you're right in Mexico.
So you're right. I don't know. You may be right about Sprouts. I have not purchased anything in Sprouts.
Sprouts is the new hood grocery store that we go.
I just know when just my recent experience going into Zara the other day, they asked if I wanted a bag and I did, and it was like 45 cents. And I was like, okay. I mean, at that point, $400 in, I'm like, what's another 45 cents to carry all this bullshit out of the store? Yeah.
For sure.
Well, something Francisco and I can agree on, okay? We'll determine if you are 100% right on that fact you were throwing out. But something we can agree on is how much we love our Raycon headphones. And I just can't wait to brag about
me neither.
my recent, what?
I'll brag about my Raycons.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. Well, you actually use them in a different way than I tend to use them because Fran has been traveling a lot for work. What?
In my ears?
In your ears. No. Fran's been traveling a lot for work. And I know that he's always like on the airplane using his Raycons because, you know, he wants to drown out the terrible traveling noises. And I have gotten myself back into a small exercise kick, which I will tell you about later. But I cannot exercise without music. And so I love these in-ear headphones. And this is such a good time of year to capitalize on what great prices Raycon has because this makes such a great gift. I mean, for anyone. I was thinking about our family members the other day.
Yeah, we should buy them all Raycons.
You have to do White Elephant. You have a little brother or a cousin or that uncle. You're like, I have no idea what to get him. Everyone needs a good pair of headphones. And Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers, yes, they have a whole assortment, offer premium sound, useful features, an almost custom comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And again, whether this person you're buying them for travels a lot like Fran does for work.
How many
or
hours?
exercises a lot like me. No, 54 hours.
But I have to say, 54 hours that you have to use them continuously because I have found mine digged in my backpack from like I haven't used them in 3 months and they still have battery on.
Yeah, and they're so easy to charge too. In that case that they're in because the little cord comes out and you can just stick them into
and
your
you know
charger.
that you can put it in a charging mat and it'll charge.
I did not know that.
Crazy.
It's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Raycon also has something really cool going on right now, a countdown to Christmas with a new pop-up flash sale every single day. So you just have to pay attention to the website and see what you can get. But regardless of that, you're going to get the best deal on them when you go to buyraycon.com/fitish15. All right, buy Raycon, BUYRAYCON.com/fitish15. And when you shop at raycon.com, you're going to get free shipping, free returns, buy now, pay later options, and a 30-day happiness guarantee. Again, go to buyraycon.com/fitish15 to get 15% off site-wide with the code HOLIDAY plus free shipping. All right, so that's HOLIDAY is going to be the code at BUYRAYCON.com/fitish15 for 15% off your Raycon purchase and free shipping. Just make sure you remember the code HOLIDAY and give Fitish the credit. So you got to do the buyraycon.com/fitish15 so they can know that we're supporting. We got good Fitish family.
No,
it is a really good gift though, because these are going to be more affordable than just about anything else on the market. But back to my fitness endeavors.
Yeah, you've been like on a fitness run, like crazy.
Okay.
I'm almost feel that you have a boyfriend on this side.
I've worked out like 3 times. Okay, so don't get ahead of yourself.
No, you woke up at 6 a.m. today to
5:30.
5:30 to work out. And in the 5 years and 7 million months that we've been together, you've never woke up that early to work out.
Because I had to get up earlier than that to work.
And you also said that you would never do it.
Well, you say a lot of things before you have kids. I'll never do this. I would never do this. You say it about kids, right? It's so true. Like, I'd never let my kid watch an iPad at dinner. I mean, the second Remy can like hold one up, I'm going to be like, here you go. No, but when it comes to fitness, I've lacked the motivation. I haven't had the time. I feel really, how personal do you want to get on my reasons why? I feel super conflicted, and I think maybe other moms can relate. Maybe some dads can. I don't know if it's just a mom thing, but I have a hard time. I've had a hard time figuring out who I am now, like who Jenna is. Like I'm never going to be the same person that I used to be, and I haven't really cared that much about my like physique. I mean, sure, I care and I'm annoyed that I don't like fit into most of my clothes still, or on and on and on. I don't look how I used to, or you realize like, wow, I used to look really good and I didn't think I looked good back then. And now I don't look good and I may never look good again. And you have those moments, you know, in the mirror, and it affects your intimate life, you know, like if you don't feel, I know that you find me sexy, but like if I don't feel sexy and I don't feel good, like I don't feel turned on, like I don't want to be intimate just because I don't feel
fucked
good.
up. How's that my fault?
How is that fucked up at all?
How's that my fault?
No one said it was your fault.
When I'm the one paying the consequences of all this stuff.
Oh God, you're annoying me today.
I'm gonna wake
Here I
you
am
up.
being vulnerable, like just pouring my heart out.
I'm gonna wake
It's
you
not
up more
my-
often.
It's not my fault. I was like, no one said it's your fucking fault. I'm just being honest about. It's a weird, like I don't know. It's just this like weird feelings that you go through, and you have good days and you have bad days, and then I have days where I would just want to work from home, or you know, and then I get caught up spending so much time with him. Even though I have someone here who's amazing helping us with him, but I want to go out there and, I'm just going to feed him. And then I get caught up doing that for 2 hours and I'm not working. And I'm like, okay, now I'm being bad and, you know, a bad business owner. Or then if not, and I'm gone all day when I desperately need it some days, I'm like a bad mom, right? I know I bet every single mom, maybe dad, not friend, can relate to that. I just have an immense sense of guilt. And so I realized recently that I've been neglecting myself, you know, and I think it's important to still take care of yourself. That doesn't mean working out every single day. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't even mean fitness for everyone. But I think that someone said like, you know, on the airplane when it's like going down, I'm like, I don't like this analogy already. But they were like, you know, you put the mask on yourself first. Like you have to take care of yourself first. And of course, if an airplane's going down, I'm putting it on my child. Like I know that I'm not going to put it on myself first, but I get the sentiment. Okay. But yeah, I just realized I think I'm going to have more energy. I've been really tired lately. I'm tired, even though I sleep quite a bit. Yeah. So I just made a decision that I'm going to start working out. So last week I did a couple of different classes and they were hard, but it was good. This week I decided to do something different because I feel that I'm struggling with time. And I realized that the only way I'm going to be able to fit it in a couple days a week is like if I get up really fucking early to do it, especially on weeks that I'm really busy. You used to work out. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not, babe. I'm not. I'm just like impressed.
So yesterday I decided, it was really nice out. I was like, I'm going to take Remy on a run. I'm going to be that weird mom. Yeah, I think the moms are weird. No, I'm going to be that mom that's like running with the stroller. Holy heart. Like that is one of the harder things I've ever done. This neighborhood that we live in, by the way, it's so cute. It's so fall-y over here. It's so
And the weather was
suburb.
just...
And the weather is beautiful, but even the slightest incline, pushing him up in a stroller that's not technically a running stroller was so hard. He loved it. I was exhausted. I made it like 20 minutes of running and walking and then took him to the park, but that was nice, right? And it's mainly because I booked a 6 a.m. class that I know showed too. So I was like, I'm going to book a 6 a.m. class again. And I'm going to feel so bad if I don't go. Like I have to go this time. And I did. And when I tell you, all the people in that parking lot going in the morning, there were multiple classes going on. So many people are so committed to fitness. And like, I don't know. I am so tired right now. My arms, I can barely even hold up the microphone, but I'm so glad I got it out of the way. And I've been really focused today on work since
I'm so
before we
proud
started.
of you, babe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel excited about it.
I wish I could do the same.
You're just jealous right now. Like that's what's happening. You have some sort of resentment towards me because you used to be this person. You got up every single day and worked out when I was pregnant.
And what happened?
Why are you asking me? I don't know.
Why did they wake up every single day earlier now?
How is that my fault?
Well, you had a baby.
Yeah, I had a baby. Yeah, you.
And,
would. I told you we could start alternating mornings. I don't know. How do y'all do it? Let us know how you kind of do. You alternate
No,
mornings with
I
your
think
partner for those that like to exercise?
Things that, like yeah, I used to wake up at 5:30 every morning, Monday to Friday, for 2 years, and I loved it, and I will love to keep doing it again. But he just has a weird ass schedule. It's like he's our boss.
We're struggling right now. He's teething. We're struggling with the sleep for sure. He is our boss.
But I'm gonna try to do lunch. I'm gonna make it a point to start trying to make it to work out at lunch.
I love the lunch workout. It's harder for me if I'm dressed for work, but I do. I think the lunch workout would be ideal for you.
Yeah, I might join a gym with a shower or something that has a shower that I can shower. Like go lunch
Like most all the places have it. It's a kind of a
Some.
requirement with those.
and then just sabotage my workout now that I remember. You used my perfectly beautiful mat to paint your
I can't. What is with you today? How many bones do you have to pick with me?
well, this
I
is 2 of
sabotaged your
10.
Workout. He had a yoga mat that was in our garage at our old place. It's now been in this garage. It has not been used for at least 6 to 8 months. Well, Remy's 9 months. I don't think it's been used since we had Remy. So he hasn't used this yoga mat one time. And I took it outside because I decided I want to paint some Christmas ornaments. And it looked like a nice vintage drop cloth that I could use to paint ornaments. He about lost his mind. And I'm like, what? Like, you haven't even used that thing. I'm sorry, and I'll buy you another one. It's like, what, $30, $40? I'll buy you another one.
$150.
No.
Yes, that's a $150 mat.
You pay $150 not to use something?
Babe, I have a squeeze at least $500 out of that $150.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what though? Do you know what is so fun? Speaking of exercise, Remy likes to exercise. I think I realized like he needs more fitness. Like he needs to do stuff. He likes his swim class, but that's only once a week. And so then we just got him. He's pulling up now. Like, I don't know if he'll be walking by
wants to
Christmas,
start
but it's
walking.
possible. I mean, he's only 9 months old, but we got some of those foam. I don't even know what to call it. I want to call it like a small climbing gym.
Yeah, so it has
Blocks.
like a cube, and it has like a ramp, and it has like a cylinder.
But you know something that he's loved that, you know, this has been a sponsor of the Finish podcast for a while, and I didn't have an opportunity to use it other than buying gifts for other people until I had Remy, and he's still playing with some of the toys from his Panda crate. But KiwiCo are experts in delivering moments of awesome. So these are subscription crate boxes, totally, you know, age appropriate depending on where your child is or if you want to give these as a gift. But it's just amazing because it's hard as a parent, I think, to determine like what are they supposed to be doing at this age, like developmentally, you know, like what are they into at 9 months, and or why is he acting different now? Oh, does he need to be stimulated more? Like you start learning like the kind of recommended toys for them, you know, sensory activities, of course, when they're super young. And then as they get older, you know, when can they start exploring other things and experimental things and whatnot? And KiwiCo, they are the experts. Cool science, technology, and all sorts of projects for kids. 9 different subscription lines for different ages and categories. So there's something for every kid. I mean, I'm talking about Remy's age, like I don't want to say 0, but we got his first one when he was about 6 months old. And then, you know, they have stuff for all the way through for teenagers. And of course, those things are fun for the adults to
But
help
I
out
think
with.
it's an amazing subscription because it's not only a surprise for the kid, it's a surprise for the parent because you get to enjoy the opening, the unveiling of what's KiwiCo bringing into your home. So I think it's such an amazing experience for both.
Yeah, Remy's Panda Crate had some sensory activities, blocks, you know, different textures, different balls. He especially liked those.
Yeah.
Some sort of rubber
He's still
thing
playing
that
with
he teased
those.
on. I forget all the specific names of the toys, but they come with educational cards, so you know like why each one's important. But yeah, he's still playing with all of them. He loves the blocks especially. So fun. But I know it can be really hard as a parent to find creative activities for your kids to enjoy like every day or for the 10 minutes until they want to move on to the next thing. So let KiwiCo do it for you. Or if you need a cool gift for a parent friend this holiday season, check it out. Give awesome this holiday with KiwiCo. Get your first month free on any crate line at kiwico.com/fitish. That's your first month free at kiwico.com/fitish. everything good? Are you going out of town again tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I think I'm here till maybe the holidays.
You're here till maybe the holidays?
Well, I might have to go to Austin,
When?
but just for a day.
I mean, do y'all understand how infuriating it is for me?
So
You know what? Don't tell me. Actually,
surprise.
Just
Let me
surprise
just
me.
yeah. I love to do
Don't
that.
tell me. Just surprise me because I love that. I feel so respected as a partner. Just like wake up one morning and don't be there. Be like, I had to go out of town.
I'll just send you a postcard.
I'm at my breaking point. I don't want to be a single mom. I'm at my breaking point.
Babe, you're not gonna
Oh, you
break.
say that now. I'm gonna break. That's why you think I'm not gonna break.
Because it's not that I'm going partying. I'm working.
At Art Basel in Miami and South Beach
Yeah.
and not checking in.
Okay. Like we have different checking in requirements, but you're right, and I need to be better
You
at
say
that.
that every time we have different check-in requirements. I literally ask that you just text me that you got home okay. That is my check-in requirement, and that's too much for you.
No,
You
that's
are.
not.
It's like this is the thing. I still sometimes feel like you want to be like a single guy.
You keep saying that, but if I wanted to be a single guy, why would I be doing all this?
Because you want to have your cake and eat it too, like everyone. Everyone has that desire to like still do this and do this. Like, of course you love me and you love
What
being
if
a dad. but
work
you still wanna,
requires
like-
what I'm doing?
I guess I just don't understand. Like Art Basel is something that's probably planned like every year in advance. That everything you do is so last second, and that's really frustrating.
But
for
you
me.
understand the developings that have been happening in my work have been growing exponentially, and that's why.
Sure, I do. I understand. But I also think that there has to be compromises made now that you have a family. Because, sure, before either you or I being a single person without someone else relying on them or caring about their whereabouts, yeah, that's the beauty of being single and being selfish. And it's a great part of what I miss before we had a child or before I was in a relationship. I could literally, at the drop of a dime, go anywhere if I wanted to. You know what I mean? If I had enough money saved or whatever, but I could literally be like, oh, y'all are going here this weekend? Oh, yeah. You want to go? Sure. I could like wake up the next morning and go somewhere if I wanted to. That's just not the case anymore. And so,
But do you miss that?
Sure, a little bit, but not enough to like, I miss a lot of stuff about my life in a way. That's what I mean about these conflicting emotions. I miss a lot of things about life before. I miss being able to like, meaningless stuff that doesn't matter anymore. But I do miss moments of just like, I miss not stressing. I had very low stress levels before having a baby. And now I feel that I'm constantly worried about something else because I'm always thinking about him. You know, I'm always worried. Is he breathing? Even at night, I'm like,
Yeah, I
is he
know.
breathing? Is he okay? So I carry around like more anxiety than I used to. I miss being more carefree. I mean, I could go on and on. Sure, I miss stuff about before. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. But anyway, I just think that there's work trips that I've had or things that for sure would have been good for me for business that I haven't done just because you can't do everything anymore. You know, I mean, I don't think you should or that you could, you know, for like total balance in a relationship and harmony. I think sometimes you have to say no to things.
Yeah, no. If you things that I don't tell you all the stuff that I say no to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Well, then I guess this is just where we are at.
But I get what you're saying.
Do they have good deals on like leases next year? New places? You think in the beginning of the year is a good? I mean, I'm just asking for our audience. Is it a good? Do they have like good lease opportunities? In
The
beginning of
best,
the
actually,
year?
the best lease opportunity in the beginning or the end of the year. Are you asking for a friend?
Yeah, I'm asking for a friend.
Good.
Not a really close friend,
Just
Yeah.
like acquaintance.
just an acquaintance. Yeah, just
no,
a sperm
no.
donor. Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know why we've gotten so many questions lately from friends. Like, I guess it's just the thing that you ask people. Like, so you're gonna have another? When are you gonna have another? You're gonna have another?
I thought you were about to say that you've been asked many times by many of your friends. Is he gonna move out? Is he gonna move out?
No.
It's like,
I haven't given up hope yet, but I am frustrated.
well,
You'll
good.
hit him up. You'll bug him, please. I love.
They
when he
they
hears-
they have all give me really good feedback. Maybe some other people just give me constructive feedback, like this lady that sent me this program to sleep train my baby that is $5,000 a month. I was like, cool. Like,
No, your issue isn't the $5,000 a month. I mean, that is an issue, but you're just trying to breeze over it because you don't want to sleep train him. That's another thing, friend, I don't agree on. I was slept on the couch last night because he brought Remy into our bed, and I still got up and went and worked out. And I went to the couch at 2 a.m. because I cannot sleep with that child in the bed. If he was sick and sleeping nicely,
he's
but there are
teething.
demons. He is a small demon.
He's teething.
Small but mighty, and he hurts me and he scratches me. He beats the shit out of me, and I'm scared of him, and I don't want to sleep with him. And I know he's my child and I love him, but
So,
he is scary.
I slept the whole night with an arm like this.
I can't sleep that way, y'all. I can't sleep that way. I want him to sleep in his own bed, but like, Fred,
He has most
Fred
of the
here's
time.
Like Fran's like, he like crawls over me to go get to Remy, and I'm like, let him cry for like a few minutes. I'm not torturing the child. He's not dying a horrible death, and we're letting him cry. Like, he just is like,
Babe,
Daddy.
I'm 40-ish years old.
Mhm.
I don't know how many more years I have. So I have to give him the best that I have right now.
So are we going to have another child? Yeah, it's not looking promising, is it? You know what? In theory, I want to have another. I grew up as an only child. I think I grew up fine. There's a lot I like about being an only child, but as an adult, I wish that I have some great half siblings, but you know, they're so much younger than me. I wish that I had more siblings. Or even one. I say that, and then people are like, yeah, but my brother's terrible. Like, yeah, I know. You just never know what you're going to get. And I just think we need to, I'm not going to say we, I'm not going to speak for you. I'm going to speak for myself. I need to get to a place that I feel better about all of it, better about work, better about figuring out like, oh, I got this. And I know you're going to joke and say you never feel that way, but I think that I can. I think I just need to.
No, I was just about to joke. If we were about to get another one, we will need a California King or something like that.
Get another baby. If we're about to get another one,
if we have another baby,
what are they selling them at Sprouts and free bags?
No, those actually they charge for them. I know a website. But I think he needs a sibling. Because
Whoa. This is breaking news to everyone, including myself. You're the one that's like, I can't love anything as much. No, I don't even want to talk about it.
That is selfish, Francisco. Selfish Francisco thinks that his love bandwidth and stress bandwidth, it's full.
I'm so glad you're acknowledging selfish Francisco as a real person right now.
But
I've been knowing him.
Thoughtful Francisco, the one that you know and live and breathe with.
I haven't seen him in so long. Where did he go? I haven't seen him. Is he in there? Is he out of town right now?
Loving Francisco sent a text message saying that he wants our kid to have someone to partner up, some like a partner in crime. So, because, you know, most of the friends that I have and partners that I have that are only childs.
Careful.
No, I know. I think they could have used a brother or a sister, you know, and I think I have two. I could have been very happy on with one. I'm just kidding. Juan Pablo, I love you, you know. But I really think it could be good for him to have another sibling. However, I can do with only one.
Thank you for that long train of thought. I agree. In theory, I want another. The thought of like going through, if I have to do IVF again and on and on and on, I'm going to have to get to a place that I really want to have another child. And a lot of people have said it happens around the 2-year mark, that you miss like them being so little, but like, this is hard.
But then you miss when they're so little and then they're running, terrorizing the whole house.
I'm already tired. I realized this was nothing. Having a little newborn was nothing. They're just sleeping on you. You're watching TV. You're doing whatever.
The things something that people don't tell you is that you go from easy to hard. You don't go from hard to easy. You go from
No.
easy to hard.
No, because it's all hard. Well, everything about it's hard. You know what's not hard though is getting fabulous hair. And Prose has been a sponsor of the Fitish podcast for quite a while. I'm sure a lot of you have heard me week after week sing the praises of Prose. This is the world's most personalized hair care. And if you're new or if you've never heard us talk about Prose, we're going to tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it starts off with a simple, easy to take quiz that you're going to ace. Really just a questionnaire, right? You've done this one as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Done the Prose when you go to the website, and they're going to ask you questions that may surprise you a little bit. Some that won't, obviously, right? But things like your zip code, your eating habits, your exercise level, it makes sense. A lot of these things contribute to why your hair is the way that it is. You know, if it's feeling more damaged, or, you know, what you do to your hair, what kind of behavior you have.
Environment.
Yeah, sure. The weather, the climate, that sort of thing. So
How often you pull it.
they analyze over 85 personal factors, and Prose determines a unique blend of ingredients to treat your exact concerns. And you know what? They even ask you like what products you currently use, fragrance, smell, you know, what you like, what kind of features you like, and that you're looking for. So really, really cool. They also have a review and refine feature. So, you know, it'll let me tweak formulas for any reason, like a change of address. I mean, more recently, we didn't move that far away, but you know, if you do make a big move, it's going to matter because you've completely changed the, you know, geography of where you live. Or if you've, you know, maybe you've done something to your hair lately, gotten highlights, you've changed it, or diet, hydration level, that sort of thing. Everything can affect your hair. Prose is an industry leader in clean and responsible beauty. Prose is the best hair care you've had. And if you don't feel that way, they will take the products back, no questions asked. Prose is the healthy hair regimen with your name all over it. Take your free in-depth hair consultation and get 15% off your first order today when you go to prose.com/fitish. That's prose.com/fitish for your free in-depth hair consultation and 15% off. I have to say, I'm excited about this coming weekend because we have our huge Fitish warehouse sale. I have to tell everyone because you're free to come down.
Come check it out. I might be there slaving away.
Up to over 40% off on certain items. I guess I can say that. It's like our biggest sale of the year. So it's going to be Saturday at the Fitish headquarters, and probably a little something fun online for those of you that don't live geographically close to the office. But we have lots of fun stuff going on at the office. So if you do live in the DFW area or you want to make the trek, it'll be worth it. It'll be so fun. I think we have it figured out better than we have in years past because it gets pretty crazy.
We're going to be telling jokes, boozing.
Telling jokes and boozing. All right, we did get some questions. Do you want to touch on some questions?
Yeah, let's touch on some questions.
And next week, just so everyone knows, Fran and I, we haven't done a live in a while. We're going to be doing a live cooking class again. So if all you have to do is just make sure you get the Fitish emails at fitish.com, sign up. Even if you've never bought products from us before, as long as you're signed up for the emails, that's really the place to go to be notified that we're going to be doing something. But some of these questions are a little hard to address because I need a minute, and we should do one. Some of these I think I'm going to touch base on next week because they want like a year-end kind of favorites, like a wrap-up, like best moments of 2022.
Well, yeah, let's
and I
prepare
need to put
them.
some thought into that one for you. What are you most looking forward to in 2023?
So, what is the most? I like where 2022 is ending. Like for us as a family. Remy, like every milestone that he gets is so exciting, scary but exciting. Like I'm pretty sure the pediatrician hates me, but
he messages the pediatrician every day.
I make my money worth. And professionally, there's a lot of very exciting things coming up.
Yeah, with some good work stuff coming up. I'm more excited on a personal level. Like, I just want to...
Well, we have some exciting professional things coming up also.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm telling you what I'm most excited about is just on a personal level. Like, Remy's development, because I think it's going to get more fun and tiring when he's walking and just doing capable of doing more things. I'll probably feel more comfortable like traveling with him. And my goal is like, I want to get the house more decorated. I just haven't had a chance to do really anything or the money because it just is so expensive moving. And so I'm looking forward to kind of figuring that out a little bit and having truthfully, I'm just looking forward to like one day at a time, having some downtime over the holidays as well. Right.
I don't know. I don't see any downtime coming my way anytime soon, but I'm excited about that also. Like, I just love having our nest and the way that we have started our lives in this nest.
I know it's going to be sad to see you go.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get a nest real close by.
A close nest?
Yeah, I'm going to get a closed nest.
You're not getting out of this place. You're going to go to the guest bedroom. You're staying here.
I'm going to buy the neighbor's house and I'm just going to open a little gate.
Fine. That's like, I get why people do that now, like make it really convenient. No, hopefully we can work through our problems over the holidays. Speaking of problems, someone asked, how do you deal with a best friend breakup?
You just don't. You just let the best friend deal with that himself.
This is hard. I would love, if y'all have any long form questions or stories, to get advice on, it's great. I've lost a few friends over the years, and I think we've touched on this before. Dealing with it, it's a little different, I think, than dealing with a breakup, but it still can be a romantic breakup, it can still be really painful because you probably have overlapping friends and that sort of thing. The older I've gotten, I've decided that, friendships can be seasonal and they don't have to be forever. And it's usually someone would like them to be longer. But if you've lost a friend, and it's not because you've done something really damaging, like you slept with her husband or boyfriend or something like that, right? Like if there's really no reason and someone's just kind of ended a friendship or began acting weird, that friend is not for you. And I don't know how better to say.
And you weren't swinging, because if you were swinging, I'm pretty sure that's okay.
That's for next week. But yeah, that's the most succinct way to say that is it wasn't for you. And I know that doesn't probably make you feel better at the time, but because it's hard. I've lost a couple friends over the years, and frankly, now that I'm almost 40 years old, I want friends that are loyal. I want friends that, I can tell them something happened and they believe me and they don't care about noise, or if I've lost friends over drama like that, I'm like, well, I don't want them anyway, because I am who I am and I'm a good friend, and I want friends that I can rely on, not the party friends. And I think that if you're lucky just to have a couple of good friends, that's really great, because you don't have the time or the bandwidth for more friends than that. So we can go on about that more later, but I think I kind of shut down quite a bit, honestly, like when I've lost a couple of friends that were kind of unexplained. But a therapist told me, and I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, that if you are I think Raven and I were actually speaking about it when she was on, but if you're kind of a strong, confident person, that you're going to attract a lot of, not that, you're going to attract a lot of insecure or weak people, and because they want to like rub off. They're like, this feels nice. Jenna feels confident. Jenna feels good. This feels nice. And of course, I also have a tendency to be like a saver, at least in my 20s. I was very much like, oh, I can fix that. Or you're beautiful. I can make, like you're great. Like try to build people up, and that doesn't work. Like you can't fix someone's issues if they're insecure. Right. And so, a therapist told me to like run far away. Anytime I find a guy, if the red flags went off, like he's insecure, or, a girlfriend. And I listened after a couple of losses there. I listened and it worked. And now, I've had some really strong, only a few. I don't have a ton of really close friends. It's very hard. So don't think you're alone in that. And being a new mom's only made it harder.
We have a couple of openings. Send your resumes.
No. Fran, what other industry would you be interested in? That's a nice question to end on today. What other industry would you be interested in? You do real estate, and I'm in now the skincare business. What other industry would you be interested in?
Well, I always been attracted I'm a salesperson. So I've been in aviation, and I still have a little interest in aviation. So I'm interested in that. And, but something completely different. Like I want to explore my singing career, like I want to see where that takes me.
I'm just gonna let him have that. And she was probably asking seriously, and I'm really, I love psychology. That's was always a backup plan for me. I don't think I'll ever get to do anything with it anymore, but I love psychology. So I would have gone on and tried to do graduate school or even gotten a master's or PhD or something to do psychology. Criminal maybe, but now I just think mental health is like the biggest issue in this world in our country.
Absolutely.
So kind of every level of psychology for me, I find really interesting. I don't know what I would have done with it, but that's an industry that I'm still into.
There's another thing. I really think I could excel at motivational speaker.
Okay, so Fran has 3 industries he's interested in. I think you should get into that. That would be wonderful.
I think I could I think I have something,
You have something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You have food in your teeth.
Well, also something else.
No, I love you. I'm kidding. Thanks for joining us this week. Be sure to submit your questions for the Swinger podcast because that's going to be coming up next
And
week.
your pictures. No, I'm just kidding. Just your questions.
Yeah. No, any questions you have, we've gotten a few. Info@fitish.com is the place for those, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.